There we go. That was weird. The mic like fell asleep and didn't want to turn on. But welcome. Got a new game on deck today, South of Midnight. So this is the newest title coming from Compulsion. This is the same team that did like We Happy Few. Early reviews for it are putting it in. Let's see. Check open and meta, see what it's currently scoring. I didn't have time to actually review it. Let's see. Metacritic currently has it sitting at a 78. So just below that 4 out of 5. So hopefully it's fun. But either way, let's dive in. You play No Rest for the Wicked. Is it coming into launch? Weaver, Grand Weaver. Harder, more intense combat. Yeah, let's go for that.
Down in the deep south, folks spin tales about the Grand Tapestry, an invisible weave holding our world together. They say the Grand Tapestry is torn by folk sorrows, and these damaged threads give rise to the evil spirits called Haints. But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver, gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hands, this weaver can banish Haints and reweave the tapestry's thread, restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new. The last weaver vanished long ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Our tale begins deep in the heart of Chickasaw County, in a speck of a town called Prospero, where the last weaver was last seen. That evening, Hazel's mama was running late, driving home through a storm that seemed hell-bent on drowning the whole South. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
This is why I would never live in New Orleans.
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys. Wish we had another meet. Another medal, too. We was fast as hell. Mine should be back by now. Probably got sucked into work again. Typical. I shouldn't be doing all this packing by myself. But here I am.
Objectives, collection, lore.
All right. What's coming with me? And there goes the flash flood warnings. Like clockwork.
Is it supposed to be based in Mississippi?
Dawn got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him. Storm's never been this bad before.
Anytime I think about the South, I just think New Orleans.
After getting off that wacky world, almost passed out from laughing so hard.
Yeah, I thought it was Louisiana too.
That kind of time for me.
Because the accent is a very New Orleans like dialect they have.
Things got tense with Mama last time I visited you at the mausoleum, Dad. She'll never explain why she and Grandma Bunny got bad blood. I gotta stop reminiscing and start packing, for real.
What do I gotta pack? Just grabbing everything.
It is really picking up out there. You ready to go?
I was over here all alone.
I'm sorry, I know. I swung by the shelter because there was a leak in the roof, and then I had to drive folks back and forth to Jolene's to ride out the storm. Besides, you are young and spry, my little track star. Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go. Did you pack everything?
Mama, I'm grown. This ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the...
Flashlights and batteries. You had the blankets?
Yes, because I have my...
Hurricane checklist. Is that a smiley face?
Hey, Hazel, think fast.
Ooh, come on, Mama. We don't have room for my track shoes.
You know how expensive those things are. You best find somewhere to pack them.
And pack them light. Yeah, I know.
What'd you say?
I said, and pack them light.
Pack a bag, then pack it light. Hey, pack your bags, then pack them light.
There's like a spider. I guess Spider-Verse style would be a way to describe it.
Still be here?
I'm gonna see how it looks, and then I might end up turning it off if it's too distracting.
Mama, I'm serious. What if it's different this time?
That's not for you to worry about. And now we got 4 minutes. Did you just suck your teeth at me?
I wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Waste time?
That's not what I meant. It's just... you left me to prep for a hurricane by myself.
Oh, I thought you was grown.
What if we called up Bunny and go over there? You know, the mansion with the hurricane-proof windows?
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
We are going to Jolene's church with everybody else, like we always do.
Whatever.
And don't roll your eyes at me.
I wasn't even looking at you.
I made those eyes. I know when they rolling.
I just don't understand why we can't go over there. Bunny still can, even if Daddy's dead. Just tell me why.
Hazel, please. Just please go over to Bo's and Mrs. Pearl's. Check on them. They may need help.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Damn it! No. Your great-grandmother made this.
You never told me that.
I shouldn't have to tell you something is important for you not to break it.
Well, maybe if you did, you still have a coffee mug.
This world existed before I brought you into it, Hazel Flood. Remember that next time you go around thinking you know everything.
We're about to see a spanking on stream, I think.
Hazel! Everything I do for you.
Whatever. There's no getting through to her.
Man, I went through so many. She's real brave talking to her mom like that. Especially in the South. Ooh, man. Talk like that, you're gonna go pick your own branch off the tree for mama to beat your ass with. Man, I did a lot of hurricanes in Florida, but I'm gonna be honest, this does not look like the kind of house I would want to be in with a hurricane coming. This shit looks like it's getting blown the fuck over.
Oh, and those damn dogs are always up to something.
Oh, Hazel! Oh, come on in and grab some punch. Ugh, it is fucked up out here.
You're doing a hurricane party.
But it looks like you riding this storm out in style.
Oh, yeah. Me and the pups are having a hurricane party. Yep, ain't no storm got me yet. And if things go south, I got my boat. You sure you don't want some punch?
I've got to go check on Mrs. Pearl.
That's what we used to do in Florida, man.
Hey,
We
my
just
dog's pooping on her grass. My dogs are gentle.
we used to just light some candles, crack a keg open.
Better make sure Miss Pearl's taking this seriously.
Hurricane parties were absolutely a thing.
What you doing on my porch in all of this weather, baby?
I'm just checking on you, see if you need anything. You holding up okay?
I'm doing just fine. Been doing this longer than you've been alive. Why don't you come in for a second?
I should probably head back.
Come in, have some gizzards. I'm cooking them all before the power goes out.
You know I can't say no to your cooking.
There's a bee in your body.
New Jersey is correct. Grew up in New Jersey, lived in Florida for 10 years, now I'm in Tennessee.
And left me all alone.
Lacey does enjoy her work. She could stand a moment's rest.
Right? She's all over the place all the time.
What's the recommended age for the first hurricane watch? I was already an adult by the time I was in Florida.
Just wants everyone to be okay all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. You need some help in there?
Thanks, hon. I'm almost done. What else is on your mind?
What you know about Buddy?
Why you barking up that tree for?
It's hard not to. Mama never so much as talks about her.
Well, does she ever look in on you?
No, I guess not.
Sometimes people are privy to things that we aren't. Your mama is doing what she thinks is best. Oh, Jesus.
Mama!
Hazel!
Like I said, would not want to be in that house in a hurricane.
Come on! Mom! Hang on! I can't lose you too! Jesus! Hold on! Mama!
Yo, this kid is fearless.
Hazel! Stop that! Get bastard!
Holy shit. What just happened? How did I get back to the shore?
Hazards like toxic water and brambles cause damage. Damage taken is indicated on the health bar.
No. That makes it sound good.
Actually, I gotta check real fast. I think it's all original music, but let me see if there's a like a turn off copyright music. I didn't check. It sounds like it's all original score so far. There we go, stop motion. This does not affect cutscenes. So far, I think it looks fine.
Shit! It took out the bridge! Mama, I'm coming! I'm gonna make it.
A to hang, L to move. A to jump, B to drop.
The bridge! Gotta get across.
Bunny's house is up here. She's always fine during storms. If I can get to her place, she can get help from Mama.
Fuck is that?
What was that? I must be seeing things.
Okay, can't give up now. Oh, shit! Please! My mama! We need help! Can anybody hear me? Please! Anybody!
Oh shit.
That was almost broke! Please! Please hold!
This is what not to do in a hurricane. Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Headed to your old place. Got no other options. I'm so scared for Mama.
Well, I'll probably check out Tainted Grail demo at some point.
Keep her safe.
Gotta go around.
What is all that? That can't be real. Hope they'll help me.
I know y'all in there. Excuse me. You can't just show up unannounced.
I have to talk to Bunny.
Well, she is rested. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow. It can't wait.
What is all this racket?
Hey, Grandma?
Is that Hazel? You've gotten taller. What brought you sopping wet to my doorstep this evening?
I told her you were rested, but she just...
Nonsense, Lily. That's my only grandchild down there. What can we do for you?
The trailer got swept downstream with Mama in it, and
Swept down in the river in that tin can of a home?
I tried to catch her, but I couldn't keep up. There's no one in town. I saw the lights on here, and I came for help.
And we will. In the morning.
but you know people. Can you call the sheriff or something?
You know rescue services are paused in the middle of a hurricane, dear.
You're acting like you don't even care.
Mind your tone, please.
You don't understand. It ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things. These strands in the air. I'm scared.
Strands.
Yeah. Yeah. There is something big out
Y'all
there.
stop thirsting on the grandma.
Lily,
Yes, ma'am?
clearly my granddaughter is not in her right mind right now. Afraid for her mother and all. Ready a guest room.
Yes, ma'am.
Poor thing. You've been through a lot tonight. Come sit down for a minute. I'll take care of this.
Talking about how bad the grandma is.
A dream. What is
That's a level of thirst that even I don't have.
strands? I seen them before. They're saying my name? They're saying my name.
What are you doing here? Huh. How interesting.
Who? Who are you? What are you doing in my dream?
Hazel? Hazel!
Like the netherworld.
Ma!
I think Ma's already gone.
Oh God, my baby! My baby boy! No! You're not gonna make it! Ah!
Ma! I'm right here! I'm okay!
Yeah, we were like 20 minutes in.
Ma! Ma, wake up!
Oh, what the- voodoo spider just snatched her?
The trailer. Mama! Oh no. Grandma? Bunny! Lily! We gotta find Mama! Hey, open the door!
Grandma's trying to keep her from her strand powers.
It's my only option, I guess. The strands are still here. Maybe it wasn't a dream. The strands. That stuff. That thing last night. What's happening? I can't believe Bunny. I'm sorry, Grandma locked me in there. All right, how do I get out of here?
When I hold the hooks, I can see hints of strands and stigma flickering at the edges of my vision. Rather than can I make them tangible, it's infuriating. All frameworks possible.
Unraveling stigma. What the hell does that mean? Can Bunny see strands too?
Doors are comically large? Bro, that's just this is what your typical like plantation house in the South looks like. 10-foot frame doors. Everything is custom built.
I wish you were here, Dad. Does she lock all the doors in here? Is there something behind that shelf? Huh. Rich people's houses. Those voices are getting louder. there's something up here.
I mean, you gotta have big doors. How else are you gonna get a piano in the rooms?
Do these control?
Hooks. Main tool is a weaver. They can also act as combat tools.
This? I feel like I'm going insane. Oh shit! Whoa, that's not possible. Foot's fine too. The hooks are reacting to that thing in the middle. Bunny called it stigma? Do they know what to do?
What the fuck?
Reminds me a little bit of Banishers, where we'd like pop the things and then the growth would all like coalesce on one point and disappear.
I don't need you. I never did. And I'ma find my mama on my own.
Hazel got no help from her strange grandma. Truth was, she was glad to leave the flood mansion behind. Used to handling things on her own, she set off downriver to find her house and rescue her ma herself. There, magic called to her.
Juicy
A
peach.
magic she'd felt in her bone, but she had never seen before. And something dark. That old house had hid all manners of odious secrets over the years. Hazel set off to find them all through the hurricane-ravaged land, but her path would lead her to a place haunted by whispers from days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like reminiscent of stop motion, clay animation, stuff like that.
It's all on me to find her. There's no one coming out. Need to get downriver. If Mama's trapped, I'll figure it out. I think this is the right way.
Yeah, you can turn it off. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. We can let's do some attacks and stuff. Like certain animations are a lot smoother. What was it under? Interface? I think it's because the cutscenes are still stop motion though. So I feel like turning it off in combat and then going back to it in cutscenes, I feel like it would be more disorienting going like stop motion, no stop motion, stop motion, more stop motion. I think it just makes sense to just keep it on, because then your eyes are kind of adapting to that.
More thorns? All the way out here? Where am I anyway? Shit. This was my way downriver. Only way forward is down.
I think we're gonna get the combat tutorial soon.
It's like some weird folk tale. Brer Rabbit or something.
There we go. And if next time I go to New Orleans, it's got to be in the winter. I made the mistake of going there in July.
Who's got you all so spooked?
And it was the hottest place on Earth.
Hell no. This better work.
A little swampy is an understatement. Aim to 5 attacks. Hold X to charge. You can aim it. B dodges. Y unravels.
Damn. Not bad.
What's this? I like that it just auto tracks that. I think that might be a setting that I have on, but
It's gone. I did that? More of you? I'll be screwed without these hooks.
so there is like a perfect dodge mechanic. It hurts them when you perfect dodge. Immune to magic, glowing yellow, Y near the heel, lock on switch, combat. Okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, nope, missed the dodge. That's a cool respawn. I think I was a little too eager to use that heal. Man, I gotta read the attacks better. So dodging into them is the way. You gotta dodge into them to proc the attack. And you stay on top of them, because you don't have like a dodge follow-up.
More of you? I'll be screwed without these hooks.
hit by the big charge attack.
Yep, fighting comic book monsters then. What's next?
Very light heal from in combat kills.
I'm so far off road. Hope I'm nowhere close to that place. It's those voices again. Might be worth checking out.
We picked whatever the highest was, which seems pretty brutal. If you're not hitting your dodges, you're going down. But the perfect dodge does seem like you can
Seems to be coming from down
use it
there.
pretty well.
Sounds like I'm getting closer.
Hang on. Oh, there's probably a cross thing I had to go to. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I got too uppity, just spam dodging. Spindle. Yeah, we're gonna jump into title update 1 tonight, actually. I already got a stream scheduled, so
Why you touching that?
I'm probably gonna
Keep those hands to yourself. We pack light for a reason.
I'm likely gonna take a nap at some point after this,
Stop looking for us.
and then
Stop moving.
oh,
I know
that
y'all
way,
nervous.
I don't know, I might. Either I'm gonna take a nap or I'm just gonna stay awake. I don't know. If I can get myself to fall asleep, I'll take a nap.
Listen.
But I want to dive in and do all the title update stuff as soon as it launches.
Now come on.
So either way, stream is already scheduled for 10 p.m. when the update rolls out. And we're going to cover it
I'll
tonight.
take you to the river. We got a long journey ahead.
What the fuck? Am I seeing things? This can't be real.
Go to the updates.
They looked so real.
Mizutsune, Zoshia fight,
It's crazy.
new gear,
But I can't stop now. Those ghosts are my best chance of getting downriver.
bunch of stuff.
Swore we covered our tracks. Stay low. Quiet.
So far, it's pretty good. The start is pretty narrative. Like things are going pretty slow. Dodge. Oh, hell yes, dude. It's like one of the first things I was thinking is like, man, I don't have a dodge follow-up, and very first ability I get is a dodge follow-up. Collect floofs.
That's helpful.
Get an air slam. Rival to set off a blast. Amplified attack can be charged further. Greater area of effect. Okay. Are these the floofs? Did it say I need to like hold? Where was the what was the tutorial about floofs? Floofs. Press Y to collect a floof. Okay, so it's like a little, like a bundle of strands. Oh, right here.
What's this? Floofy and soft. Everything else around here feels so wrong.
You could get in trouble for running framework in a couple of mods. I mean, all that stuff isn't going to work right at launch, so I would just disable it anyway. You have to wait for them to update RE framework and all that after the title update, most likely.
I always hated this place.
Quickly now, follow me.
What the?
Get back, get back. Hi.
Wait! Hey, where'd they go? There's that sound again. And it's loud where they went in.
Yeah, I plan on farming up full Zoshia set. Maybe farming up the Mizu set. And then I'll do a,
Ugh, door's blocked.
instead of doing like all the new build videos again, I plan on just doing like a, like title update 1, build updates. So just one video that takes a look at like everything the title update added and talk about how all of it, how all the new stuff impacts existing builds. I think that's just a smarter way to do it. So otherwise, like I ain't got time to do, you know, 14 more videos.
That symbol somewhere else.
30 years since a wild summer storm called me to duty in Prospero. It never gets any easier. Witnessing echoes full of hurt chose me to spend my life mending tears in the great tapestry with these old hands.
Wait, how am I seeing this? Is this connected to those ghosts?
I saw they nerfed Dragon Piercer. I mean, to be fair, the Dragon Piercer set up like the Doshiguma get close range and spam Dragon Piercer was pretty janky to begin with. Oh, I'm gonna die. Come on. Oh shit. All right, we are not gonna go that way. I saw a thingy over there. I wanted to get it. It doesn't look like that's happening yet. Maybe this way, go around, climb up top or something. You don't think it'll be a problem? I've played IG for 110 hours and swapped to bow last night. I mean, you can play bow without spamming Dragon Piercer. What I was referring to in particular.
Had to be
So, if you were playing meta, technically speaking, the meta bow build is using Guardian Doshiguma and just doing nothing but spamming Dragon Piercer, blank range on the target. That will pump out ridiculous damage. But like, to be honest, it's an incredibly boring way to play. It's the same. It's like if you're playing Switch Axe and the only thing you're doing is just spamming full release slash. Like, yeah, the damage is really good, but it's also going to be boring as hell just spamming one move over and over again. So if you're focused on, you know, dashing and power shotting and your regular shotting, and then hey, the monster's down, let me get a Dragon Piercer. If you're using the full kit, the weapon's still going to feel great. And they're actually buffing. I think it's Power Shot. Power Shot's getting a buff. Yeah, or Longsword doing the 1-2 combo. Like, that's metagaming. Like, I need to be as fast as possible. I will only use Corrupted Mantle and press R1 continually. Like, that shit's boring. I don't like playing like that. I don't care if my hunt's a minute slower. I'm using my whole weapons kit. Let's go.
Now come on, this way.
Launch your first spell. Use it during exploration or against enemies in combat. There's a cooldown period. Cast the weave spell. Make echo objects. Increasing all damage and preventing them from moving or attacking. That's busted.
It's like snatching something out of the past.
Ass snatch.
There they are. Gotta follow. Please be okay, Mama.
Thought maybe I could like... Yeah, okay, I can. I gotta go over there and strand the bridge. Oh no, they're going that way. Okay, hang on. There was what was it at? It was by the wall that had the graffiti on it. Class of 81 or whatever it said. Yeah, there we go.
Unreal.
Well, Elden Ring is coming to the Switch too. Oh boy. I'm honestly a little, I'm not exactly excited about Nintendo's offerings right now.
Goosebumps. Gotcha.
Influx of Elden Ring money. Bold of you to assume
Where y'all coming from?
there's gonna be a big player base for it. I don't, like, honestly, I don't expect it to be the best seller by far. Because here's my thing. Like, so obviously I've played Elden Ring countless times by now, and it's a game that I fully recommend everyone experience at least once. I think of Elden Ring as a generational level game. Same as, like, you know, Witcher 3, Skyrim. It's a game that everybody should experience, even those that aren't necessarily into Souls-likes, because there's nothing else comparable to that adventure. But having played it on console, and played it on PC, and played it with mods and without mods, I have zero interest in going back and playing that game on the Switch. It's like when they released Skyrim for the Switch. Like, cool. It's I'm proud that you got the tech to work. I also have zero interest in experiencing vanilla Skyrim on what is objectively the lowest performing platform it's available on. It's not something that excites me in the slightest. Same as, like, you know, they're putting Cyberpunk out on the Switch. Like, I mean, I guess that's cool for people that never had a chance to play Cyberpunk on any other platform. But, like, once again, that's something that I would not care to experience at all. Perform a tin flip? What was the purpose of that? Well, the Switch in particular is it's a very poor form factor. I think I have it up here. So I don't have it up here, but like the Switch in particular, like, oh, I guess an easy way to describe it is like when we're looking at a controller, you know, the controller is slanted, so it's easier for your hand to hold. The Switch, when you're holding a Switch, your hands are like this, which, you know, one, it's already putting pressure on your wrist. It puts your fingers in weird positions. Like, the actual design of the Switch, it's not ergonomic in the slightest. And so when I used to play my Switch a lot, there was actually a grip that I used that a company made that like you slot the Switch into and then you're actually holding it like a normal handheld. And that made a big difference in terms of the overall usability of it playing handheld. So it's also kind of disappointing that they have done nothing in terms of changing that with Switch 2. It's the Satisfy grips, the Zen grip. I think that's their newer model. But yeah, that's like if you've never used a Switch before and then you like try a Switch and then you try it with that grip, it's an actual night and day difference. It's huge. But anyway, I'm gonna end up getting a Switch 2 just to play the FromSoft game because that's what I do. I cover video games. But I am not particularly excited about it because one, I'm gonna be buying, you know, a $450 console for one game, and two, I don't think the Switch is a particularly good offering, especially given the price point that they're asking for it. Like, I have a Steam Deck. I play handheld gaming, but my Steam Deck is superior to the Switch in pretty much every way imaginable. There's no, you know, like right now, like dude, for probably the last year, I'd say my Switch has sat downstairs connected to like the living room TV, and it's there for my kid to play Monster Fights and Sonicon, and that's it. I don't ever game on my Switch.
Just can't get enough of it.
Yeah, 2 Joy-Cons for $90 is insane. I think their whole price scheme is really weird. And the other thing that's odd is there's like dude, I've seen a lot of people that are like defending it, and they're using inflation as the argument, which I think is not a good argument at all. Like, yes, inflation is a thing, and if you want to get technical, a game that was 70 back in the 2000s would be worth like 86 now or whatever, but the reality is the living wage has not kept up with inflation. Like there's an actual there's math for it. I don't remember the exact number, but it's like unless you got like a 6.5% raise per year since the year 2000, you're actually getting a pay decrease every year if you account for inflation. And so, like, oh, well, inflation, so games should be costing more. Yeah, but people, for the most part, aren't getting paid more. Most people are making relatively the same amount of money that they were making 3 to 4 years ago. Unless they're constantly hopping jobs to try and stay at a competitive pay range, like, you know. So for all the talk about, oh, inflation is up, so product costs have to be up. Well, you know, the cost of living hasn't, I mean, the cost of living has increased, but the income that people are pulling in typically has not. Inflation and comparing consoles from the 90s, just false equivalence. Home prices since 1985 have increased over 660% in the US, while median salary has stayed about $60,000 for about a 50% raise. Then you add tariffs and inflation, cost of goods rising. Switch 2 is a spit in the face of consumers. Yeah, that's how I feel.
There we go.
Yeah, like people people just aren't getting paid enough. And that's without getting into the question of quality. Now, like, not to shit on Nintendo's products, because I do think Nintendo typically makes good games.
Chloe Drudge.
Most of their games do not appeal to me, but I don't think they're bad games, you know. Like Super Mario Odyssey, really cool game. I played through it, it was really cool. But it's not something that is in my typical wheelhouse of games or something that I would cover on the channel. But to see Mario Kart have an $80 digital, $90 physical price tag, like, bro, that's asking a lot. Because we're talking about Mario Kart. And like, I do think the price of games are going to go up. Like, I think it's inevitable, just the way capitalism is. You know, publishers are gonna try and see how much money they can get out of the consumer. That's just how things are. But a lot of Switch games, comparatively speaking to the rest of the industry, are typically at a lower level quality. Because you need to look at what the Switch is offering. I mean, you know, if I can pay $70 to get a game on PC, and then I can play it 4K, 60 plus frames, usually 120 plus with my rig, with all the various graphic settings and the possibility of mods and the ability to just freely play online, that's a lot of value. Looking at the Switch by comparison, I am paying, you know, I gotta pay, give Nintendo $25 a year for the privilege of using their online servers, which traditionally are not the best, usually riddled with netcode. And then on top of that, I am paying more for a game that is going to be objectively the lowest performing possible version of that game. Because if the same game was released on PlayStation or Xbox or PC, it would perform better than if it was on the Switch. And this isn't even a like Nintendo hater thing, it's just an objective fact because of hardware. So to see Nintendo saying we're going to price our mainline games higher than everything else in the industry, especially knowing they're offering what is a subpar performance console compared to the rest of the industry, that seems incredibly just out of touch with consumers and with their player base. Like, I don't think it would be too far to say Nintendo is turning into like the Apple of the gaming industry, where they're just going to jack up prices because they know most people that love Nintendo products are just going to pay that shit anyway. You like peach cobbler? I love peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler for Ghost? Sweet girl.
I think the other thing is that while I do think there's some games where they're going to be more expensive. We've damaged more. Actually, that's really strong. I might like that. Or general. Let's get that. Well, I do think that higher priced games are inevitably going to become a reality at some point. Like, it's just how the market is, you know. I also think this is going to put more stress on the game development process, because as games get more expensive, the typical like buyer beware sentiment and the hostility that you typically see that is met when people are reviewing games, that's only going to get exacerbated. Because, you know, when you're paying $60 for a game, you know, you could go out and get lunch and a couple of beers with a friend, or you could pick up the new game. But when we're looking at 90, I mean, that's a 50% increase.
This has got to be the path they took to reach the river.
Like, we're just now seeing more games start to adopt the $70 model instead of 60. So for Nintendo to be like, fuck it, digital 80, physical 90, like, that seems very out of touch. Especially when you look at the games they're offering, you know. Like, if we were talking like, oh, this is Elden Ring with the expansion, with a whole new legacy dungeon,
High for me to reach.
with completely reworked netcode that's flawless. Like, all right, now we're cooking. Now we're getting into the $90 range. But like, Mario Kart, bro? Mario Kart? I'm sorry, Mario Kart is not a fucking $90 game to me. Like, if you're trying to command a premium price for a game, it needs to be a premium fucking product. And nothing against Nintendo, but that is not Mario Kart and Donkey Kong to me. That's not what not what I'm considering like blockbuster, you know?
This is it. The way out.
On her journey to find her house downriver, Hazel felt hushed and awed by what she saw. Spirits appeared before her eyes, leaving her stunned.
Yeah, and you have to pay to...
The last weaver of Prospero.
So can you even... Well, I'll let the dialogue finish first.
The same magic now calling to her.
This is turning into the like shit on Nintendo stream, I feel like.
And more fantastical the world became. She didn't know dangerous creatures from old folks' tales still abide here. And best of all, she didn't know she was about to meet me.
So there's two other points that I want to touch on regarding my problems with Nintendo and how they approach the industry. One, them making what's essentially a tech demo or a product tour of the Switch 2 a paid game is out of touch as fuck. If PlayStation can make Astro's Playroom free to show off, hey, look at all the cool shit our controller can do, why the fuck is Nintendo trying, hey, look at what the Switch can do? By the way, you gotta pay us to learn. Like, what? Bro, that is wild. There's no other way to describe it but wild.
Looks like a bug's nest.
Imagine anything else. Imagine you're buying a new lawnmower and you're like, so how do I turn it on? Oh, you want to know about the new features this cool lawnmower has? Well, yeah, that's why I'm buying it. Well, the feature booklet's gonna be an extra $80. What the fuck? Fuck you, I'll figure it out on my own. Hold a larva Haint and then throw it. Okay. Push it back and do damage. Okay.
Maybe I can chuck those back in.
And then the other thing, and this is more just a overarching distaste for Nintendo in general, but as somebody that played a lot of Nintendo growing up, I mean, I had an NES, I had an N64, you know, I played SNES and Dreamcast at friends' houses. I was like a Nintendo kid. The way that everything went down with Power World honestly left a really bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Nintendo as a corporation. And I think it's because I look at what Nintendo has done to Pokemon. I mean, I grew up playing Pokemon. I remember as a kid, my parents didn't want to get Pokemon because of the whole thing with like kids watching the show in Japan were having seizures, and they were like, oh no, you can't be playing that game, that's the seizure game, that's messing up kids in Japan. And I had to like give a buddy's older brother part of my allowance so he could fucking get me a copy of Pokemon to play like it was some, you know, fucking paraphernalia. I was like, yeah, here's the money. Go get me. I want the blue. Get me Pokemon Blue. Like, you know, so I grew up loving Nintendo and their stuff. But then over the course of 20 years, watching them still offer Pokemon in a split format. Every fucking time there were 2 Pokemon games, not just one. Like the first time they did it, really cool idea. Like, oh, I got blue, my buddy has red. We can trade certain Pokemon with each other. Like that was cool. But then they continued to do that. Oh, and as you get older, you're like, this stops being cool, and instead it feels like you're just keeping certain Pokemon behind me buying your game twice. You're doubling the cost for what's basically the same fucking game. This is not cool any longer. And then add on the fact that Pokemon is one of the highest grossing franchises in history, along with the complete lack of innovation to the formula, and the fact that they don't do fuck all in terms of trying to make it a more modern game. And then it culminates in the fact
I can make it too.
that when Power World finally came out, I remember seeing the trailers for Power World and being like, man, this looks like janky fake bullshit. There's no way this is a real game. And then it came out and it was like, holy shit, this is actually a lot of fucking fun. This feels like what should have changed with Pokemon years ago. Like, holy shit, why has Nintendo ever done this? And instead of Nintendo doing anything and trying to make their own big update, they instead just get a big legal battle and just try to throw their fucking lawyers at it. And it's, I don't know, I think that was the moment that I became fully disenfranchised with Nintendo, seeing them just churn out Pokemon games and double offerings charged at full price. Like, it'd be one thing if you know, every time a new Pokemon game came out, like, oh, here's, you know, teal and purple, each game is $40. If you want both, we sell them together for 70. Okay, now you're in line, priced with what a singular game would be. I can vibe with that. But no, both of those are full priced games. And then when they finally get somebody that makes a game that gives them some competition, they go, we're gonna sue. Like, no. That's just pure bitch made behavior.
Looks like they made it over the gap.
So I said they're like the fucking Apple of the game industry now. They just... How much money can we get away with our consumers actually paying? Ooh. I mean, the Pokemon thing in particular is just wild to me, because like there's no reason they couldn't have made a proper open world Pokemon game. Like, imagine a not Arceus, because that game was cheeks, but like, imagine how cool a proper open world Pokemon game would have been, where you're just mounting different Pokemon. You're basically fucking Ash Ketchum, just exploring the world, getting your Pokemon, fighting with them. The graphics look good. Like, even just the idea is a absolute knockout hit. And there's no reason they couldn't do it. And I hear the argument, oh, well, the Switch isn't the most powerful console, you know, because it's not powerful, that's why it wasn't crazy. Bro, take a look at fucking Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Let's give me a sec. People always talk about, oh, well, the Pokemon games. No, the Switch isn't powerful. It can't do big locales. Like, bro. Fucking graphics in Xenoblade would have been perfectly fine. Fucking huge, sprawling locales. Massive locales. Tons of crazy shit happening on the screen. And that's just as old as I think that's older than Arceus.
It's like getting a second win.
Yeah, Genshin Impact, Breath of the Wild. I'm not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild or Genshin's art style. But even then, they still made that shit look great in an open world. Like, I don't know. Nintendo has disenfranchised me too much. And I play certain games on Nintendo because I'm a content creator. That's my job. I'm going to do what I have to do. But I will do so begrudgingly.
Rest up while I find the way down. Stay safe. There's a long journey ahead.
Thank you. Gotta be brave. Quickest way to the river. What the heck? Hey, that's from our house.
So that's the other thing, though, is like, oh, well, Nintendo's for kids, so it doesn't need to be big graphics. Yeah, but they're clearly preying on nostalgia of their fans. My kid doesn't give a fuck about Pokemon. I've tried to show him Pokemon. I'm like, do you want to watch this? And he's just like, no. The people buying the Pokemon games are fucking
That's Mama's work binder.
30 and 40-year-olds getting nostalgia baited.
What? Back here again? Mama?
I hate this thing. It's like cracking open Pandora's box. It's so hard for me to not take my feelings home to Hazel afterwards. I want to shield her. But I just keep
Hello,
pushing her
I'm
away.
Ray, 37, and I get
I didn't know
nostalgia
her work
baited.
affected her so much. She can't hear me. What was all that anyway? That felt different. No way
Yeah, no, I agree. The price is outrageous. Because, like,
she's gotta be alive.
I'm sorry. Like, if you could buy the Switch 2 or you could buy a PS5, one of those is going to play games way the fuck better than the other. But not even a competition. Load over to that.
Hello? Anyone?
Who is that?
Who's this? It's weird.
Thanks. Get off me.
Hey, Hazel.
Who's there?
You up here.
Fucking catfish?
My salvation.
A talking fish. Nope. Ain't no way.
Oh, weaver like you must have seen stranger things than me. And I was so sorry to hear about your misfortunation. You find your mama yet?
How do you know about my mama?
Well, before I tell you what I know, would you mind? This gentleman here scooped me up, but he ain't been equal good about letting go. Would you kindly do your weary thing and help me down?
What weeby thing?
Oh, don't tease now. Sound carries underwater. It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. And lo and behold, with this stuff and all.
I just found this thing. Look, my house got swept away in the storm with my mama in it, and I'm just trying to find my mama before...
Oh, you really don't know anything. How disappointing.
I'm getting really sick and tired of folks being disappointed.
Oh, no, mortified to a fan, no. I just, well, you can't see strands, can't you? Like knots, tangles, thingies?
Thingies? What are you talking about?
Like strings floating in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, I can teach you the rest. And a train weaver ought to be able to rescue her mama easy. I can even help you find her. When you get me down, of course.
How am I supposed to do that?
Well, it's like this, see? Our world is made of strands all wove together. Now, when something terrible or unnatural happens to a creature, the strands get all knotted. Now, this here tree went through some tribulations. Must have left his knots all over the place. All you gotta do is use your magic bottle and...
Wait. I don't have a magic bottle.
No?
No.
Well, there's an old bottle tree over this way. The sun's always glinting in my eyes from it. You could probably find one there.
Okay, so I get the magic bottle and then...
Just get it. I'll tell you the rest after. But hurry. Some folks think I'm delicious fried up with grits. Ain't healthy for a fish to be in a tree.
Does look like a giant peach.
A weaver? Me? Yesterday I was struggling to finish my shifts and now I'm fighting Haints.
Ooh, it's close. I'm really liking the environmental design. Whew. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Tree got me. So that's still obtained.
A weaver? Me? Yesterday I was struggling to finish my shifts, and now I'm fighting Haints.
Looks like it auto-saved me grabbing those, though.
That's a bottle tree. All right.
Hey, get out of here, you damn boo hag!
Boo what?
Yeah, I saw you jumping through the air back there. Ain't no one but a boo hag can do that. They ain't gonna steal my soul while I sleep.
Look, I'm sorry. I need a bottle.
Yeah? Even you're not a boo hag, come up on this porch and prove it. I know full well you boo hags can't abide the color blue.
See? I ain't no boo hag.
Well, maybe you ain't. Thing is, I need all my bottles. Just for Haints.
Wait, you see him too?
Well, I ain't entirely seen one. But they bite, and they clump up around places of old pain. You know, some folks say that if you scoop up those clumps, put them in a bottle and put that bottle in a bottle tree, you could cure the pain. Hasn't really worked out for me just yet, but...
Maybe I could help bottle up the pain.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn Haints. This part of the river's filthy with them. Ever since my brother went missing.
If you let me take a bottle, I could help.
Well, get you one off the tree then. And you're welcome to try bottling up the pain. But the roots of this trouble go deep.
Trouble go deep. All that mess over there looks like some kind of vortex. Should check that out.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's close. Oh, god damn.
Now, I've got this bottle, and I'll do something with it. Must have been a land grab. Assholes. Some nerve evicting folks. These houses can't have been up to code.
The game's based in Louisiana, y'all.
What a nasty heart.
Came from there. Let's go this way. I didn't play Mafia, but I remember folks mentioned that it was a Louisiana game. Mafia never gave like a bayou feel to me. Like, this is bayou. We are in the swamp. Everyone is Cajun. Grits are a part of everyday life. I mean, Biohazard was and there's the vibe though. Like, yeah, Biohazard was in the swamp, but like not in the same way this is in the swamp. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm probably dead. Yep, I'm dead. God damn. God damn, there's so many of them. I might want to get that perk, the one where after I do an unravel, it knocks them away. Shit, I'm probably dead. Nope. Damn it. No, the targeting's fine. It's just trying to avoid them. Oh man, I'm fucked again, I think. God damn, he caught me while I was in the air. I think I'm gonna need to play. Oh, I can't do it because I'm in combat. Fuck. No! God damn it, I'm taking way too many hits. Damn.
That knot looks worse than the others.
I think I'm gonna need this in the multi-fights just to keep them off me.
What's happening?
Benji and his brother's troubles began when they were forced to move again. Their maw thought it best for Benji, who was bullied badly for being in his own world. But Rhubarb would not forgive him for uprooting their life.
What was that? Some kind of ghost memory? The bottle is acting funny. Ain't in a bottle. I get it now. Maybe if I fill this up, I can help catfish. So that's the Benji tree superstitious folks whisper about. Stigma. Huh. That's gotta be the Weaver name for old pain. The sorrow folks leave behind long after they're gone. Did they kick everyone out?
These look like nests.
Always thought these were cool, like little crawfish castles. Princess Crawdad. Had a lot of time to myself as a kid.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's gotta be how this works. Stigma's what happens when the pain turns rotten.
Asmu, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but Tom's been talking about Southern food for like the last 30 minutes. I think you're reading into something that didn't happen.
These peaches can't be real. They're ginormous.
Ooh.
Better stay light on my feet.
Push back a large projectile to deal damage to it, okay? Oh, damn, that comes out fast. Oh, no, so he's a fast one and then a slower one. Dodge the fast one, throw back the slow one. I mean, I was looking at chat. I didn't see that comment. But I saw him talking about grits. Saw him talking about waffles. Sounds more like he was replying to somebody else and you misconstrued it.
Handled them just fine.
Yeah. He's talking about real life, bro. He was having a whole conversation about Southern food.
When the townsfolk caught wind of Benji's difference, they started throwing rocks at him and his brother. Rhubarb was not surprised. Bad people always prey on those who stand out.
Heartless. They can do that to a rabbit. Bottles half full. There's bound to be more on the other side of this giant tree. Is that Benji? He had a nice smile back then. She looks starved. Rhubarb? That old guy who gave me the bottle? He looked like Benji's brother. No wonder he knows so much about Benji's pain.
Now look at that bottle. Half full or half empty. And here I believe you were brand new at this.
I barely know what filling this thing does.
Oh, you see.
Ah. I need that heal now. Seems like the best way to do it is to just focus on one and then prioritize the dodging. Shit. Oh, I tried to freeze him right as that went off and I missed. Asmo, he wasn't talking to you, bro. Listen, just block him. I'm telling you, I've seen Tom in this chat for years now. You're taking something he said and misconstruing it into something that was not intended. He was talking about food, he was not talking about the game. You're taking what he said and you're conflating it with the game. Damn, those things hurt. Might have to focus the big ones. Alright, so I can if I freeze them, they go down fast. That's what I gotta do. Ooh. This. Oh shit. I'm dead again, I think. Bro, I'm barely surviving. Nope.
Are they drawn here because I'm...
Damn. Now, there's a perfect dodge, but there's no parry. And we don't have any static heal. You get heals from your executes.
The bear trap was meant for
And you
Benji.
get heals from
No bears around here. To rhubarb, it was proof that things
there's usually like a static one.
just like last time. There was no escaping it.
Oh my god. What kind of person would do that to someone?
Yeah, brink dodges. Lots of brink dodges. I'm liking it so far. There's definitely more of a challenge to the combat than I thought there'd be. Increase damage. X after strand pull. Thread to hook might be good. Or that. Maybe I go weave so I can really... Like, if I can weave something and then nuke it immediately, that might be more valuable.
A friend offered us safe passage. I won't be long.
I think I'm about to learn wall running.
They're so close. They must be exhausted.
Now that's cool.
Is there anything here to get? No, it's not. Yeah, it's Xbox, so I'd imagine day one Game Pass.
Be brave now. Trust what folks do, not how they seem.
The ghost got away. Hope they ended up somewhere safe.
Bit better than Kazan? I mean, Kazan's my game of the year, so I would not say it's better than Kazan, but I'm having fun so far. Early impressions are positive.
This stigma stuff is like spoiled meat left in the sun too long.
I'm playing on PC. Ah, shit. Nope. Damn. I gotta focus those guys. I can counter them when they're on me, but when they're coming from far. That hits so hard and so fast too. Shit, come on. Nah, no bosses yet. Ooh. I'm curious to see. Hopefully we get to a boss before I wrap up. Alright, we're getting weave.
Did folks used to meet up here?
No armor or loot so far, just the upgrade tree that we're filling up slowly.
That's right. Rhubarb said Benji went missing.
Bayou Netta. Y'all are so dumb.
show. Bet all the kids love that.
So what's out here then? Just loot? I don't even know there was a crossover. When we got upgraded weave.
Probably walked right by a dozen Haints and didn't even
Big damage. I need like a fast charge. No, stop it, damn it. No, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, got a little bit of heal. Damn.
This is getting easier.
I did not expect the combat to get this tight in this game.
While Benji's love was as true as his heart, Rhubarb was tired of tending to his needs instead of showcasing what he could do. By this point, Rhubarb felt he had moved enough.
Oh God. What did Rhubarb do?
His own brother beating him with the violin? Damn. After Benji got bullied by the whole fucking town, his own brother turned on him.
Where am I?
Well, now, how curious. You shouldn't be here. Let us remedy.
Who's there? Oh, fuck.
All right, I gotta go pee. I'm going to pee for the chase sequence. It's all dark and stormy out. That nap might be happening after the stream. I love napping when there's storms, man. It's the best time to nap.
Shit, shit, shit!
What is that? Is this a dream?
Like an evil cloud chasing me. I actually think the best sleep ASMR is the sound of fire. I got a noise machine I put on every night. It's just like a crackling fire, like an outdoor fire. But rain is a good runner-up.
Go, go, go! Let me get out of here. Oh, thank God. What the hell was that? Let me just get back to that fish. Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. Seen in the issues people are having with where they bought the wrong repo game because its description is for the popular multiplayer one? I don't even know what repo is. But no, I've not heard of these problems. Repository? I don't know what that is either. Some game called Repository? It's a peach, my guy. I'm planning to get the Switch 2 when it releases in June or wait until 2026. If I can get one at the like MSRP, I'll probably just pick it up to have and then probably let it sit in the box to resell if they do a Dustblood one.
I think that's everything.
Because I have a feeling I think they're probably going to go up a lot with the tariffs and whatnot. So if I can get one at MSRP, cool. Sits here in a box untouched until Dustblood comes out.
Oh, yeah. You could have warned me about the fog.
Fog? Oh, that fog. Yes, yes. Must have slipped my mind. I'm a tad dehydrated. You get a pattern?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be so personal.
Secrets are a terrible burden. That's why I'm so eager to help. By listening.
Okay. So what do I have to do to help Benji so I can get you down so I can save my mama?
Use that pattern to fix that big old tangle. You'll need to reweave Benji too. But first things first, go fix that tangle.
I really like the voice acting here. They definitely got people with that regional dialect.
When Rhubarb said go inside the hollow tree for a game, Benji did it. Even when he was nailing the hollow shut, Benji trusted him.
Bro.
There must have been a moment when Rhubarb decided to leave him there. And a moment when Benji, trapped inside that tree, finally understood. He must have cried to the heavens. Somehow the tree took pity, and somehow Benji become the tree. But he'd never forget that the brother he had loved had done this to him.
Wow. What kind of magic is that?
Yeah, that's
What
pretty
kind
fucked
of man
up.
would kill his own brother?
Okay. What do I do now?
I don't think you're you ain't getting rid of that. That's some that's some drama.
Was so cruel. He saw things so different, branded a fool. He found trouble often, each place we'd go. He didn't know that this
shit.
was the end. He was my brother, Benji his name. He saw things different. He was my shame. I said goodbye. I said farewell. I took my hammer, my ticket to hell. The locals got angry, left traps out for him. Threw rocks, started shouting. His prospects were grim. Easy to blame Benji, my mother's favorite son. For her and my family, my plan had begun. Let's play together. You go and hide in a cypress tree hollow. It was safe and dry.
That's weird.
He trusted
It
me
almost looked like it got
fully.
dug out of him.
I nailed him inside. He thought we were playing. That was a lie. He was my brother. Benji is there.
Sorry to be moving you around like this.
Saw things different. He was my shame. And I said goodbye. I said farewell. I took my hammer, my ticket to hell. He was my brother, Benji his name. He saw things different. He was my shame. And I said goodbye. I said farewell. I took my hammer, my ticket to hell.
That looked like it hurts. I bet that's where I used the pattern.
Mind moving your arm a little bit so I can get up? It's
Is that okay?
Taking a shot in the dark here. You'll let him go now, won't you?
This ain't more than a mud puddle. Meet me at Rhubob's dock.
Where's that fish? He better keep his promise.
Whoa! Pardon my mud. What'd you see? Tell me all the juicy details.
Is this entertainment for you?
Well, fish ain't got no TV.
The things I saw? I get why Mama had to wash her day off when she got home. Use up all our hot water on really bad days.
Oh, was your mama a weaver too?
Social worker. She never really felt like she helped enough.
Not frame rate drops, it's stop motion animation.
For Benji?
Oh, my dear. Weavers do fix things deep down. They mend parts of your soul so ripped, you'd forgotten they were ever one piece.
How do you know so much? Did a weaver ever help you?
Oh, I don't like to talk much about myself. Hop on. Oh, I'm not as slimy as I look. Don't you want to find your mama? Now wait till I tell everyone how that terrible tree abducted me for my stories. And just when I was about to be desiccated, a weaver showed up. As Hazel ventured downriver, her powers grew stronger. She glimpsed it past, seeing some members of Maw and others strange and unknown. Hazel was perturbed by what she'd seen of a giant man tree in his heartache. But thanks to my help, she reweaved his knots and sealed his pain in a magic bottle placed in the grand tapestry. Once she set me loose, I offered her my assistance to locate her mom. But there was more than meets the eyes in these waters. More than just a gentle tree man lurking about. I guided her through the murky waters to the flooded area where her house should have washed up. You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. Oh, that's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kindly. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find
I
your
feel like I never hear anybody else use the word skedaddle.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
I got enough. I'm at 40. Remember when Rolvox and Endel visited, they kept making fun of me because we'd be sitting around and I'd be like, all right, let's head out. Y'all ready to mosey? And they're like, mosey? We're gonna mosey? And I'm like, what? You never heard that? They're like, what are we, fucking geriatric? I'm like, nah, it means like, let's get up and get going. They're like, okay, guess it's time to mosey. I'm like, y'all, go back to California. Fuck you. Mosey is a perfectly fine word.
That should get me across.
I say get a lot with the dogs. Dogs are doing something. I'm like, get downstairs, go. Come on, out of my way. The mobility in this feels really good. There was someone like tweeted a review out earlier, and it was like games held back by, it was like confusing mobility options and lackluster gameplay. And I'm like, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll find out myself later. But I'm not really seeing the, I mean, the mobility feels good here. So I'm like, a bit confused where the lackluster mobility came from. I mean, any more mobility, we'd be fucking Spider-Man. Oh, shit. Oh, the long grab.
Wait up. That floating island is the gator?
Damn, upgraded strand is really good.
That's all of them.
Well, I'm sure there's gonna be a big turtle later. Probably, I don't know, I might just save. I don't really care about Scourge Push or Thread to Hook that much.
Head to the church.
catfish need to leave these people alone. Got them questioning their sanity.
Yeah, we already... You can turn off the stop motion. The thing is, the cutscenes still have the stop motion animation. And so... It doesn't make a lot of sense for me to turn it off in combat. And then... have it back in the cutscenes. Because I think going back and forth between stop motion, no stop motion, stop motion, no stop motion... would be more distracting than just having it on. I think once you adjust to it, you're fine, but I think the back and forth would be more disorienting.
That's from the trailer too.
Talked about reflection on Kazan's scalpel, coughing quickly, parry bait extremely. Yeah, man. Once you learn how to hit those reflex, it's a whole different game.
This picture, I could kill a man. Something's gotta change. I feel like a thread being pulled far too taut, trying to make the world a better place. Not for me, for her. I have to keep these kids safe. I wish I could do more.
That sounds so hard. Mama must have seen some pretty messed up stuff. I struggled with just seeing what Benji went through. Gotta get up there and ring that bell.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. My big concern was that it was going to be just way too easy, but I picked the hardest difficulty, and there's been more than a couple resets. So the challenge is definitely there. Shit. Bring you over here. Damn. We'll probably wrap this chapter up, and then after that we'll close out. Wrap up, eat dinner, try and take that nap, and then we got Monster Hunter. Yeah, there's an audio cue you can choose to have on. Since I was on the hardest difficulty, I figured I'd put on the auditory and visual cues just to make it easier to target stuff.
What the heck is a burrower hidey hole?
I mean, all the streams are 24-hour subscriber mode just because it makes it easier. If someone's been subbed to me for a day, cool. If not, see, because the problem is when you get like, when we used to do the streams, we had it like 10-minute follower mode. You would get like that one asshole that wants to come in and talk shit, and then you'd ban him. Then he would just come back and talk more shit. Putting on 24-hour mode is just, it stops trolls. And when you get to a certain size, you just ain't got time for it, so. It's fine, you know. Somebody tunes in for a stream and they're like, this looks cool. I guess I'll comment next time. Like, you know, I mean, that makes sense. Same as if you were like watching a, I think I climb up there. There we go.
Jeez. I felt that in my chest.
Do you agree with Rory saying all games at this point, Monster Hunter Souls, should have difficulty setting so that developers can make the game the way they want instead of having to nerf stuff? I mean, well, Kazan has a difficulty setting and it still got nerfed. I'm fine with difficulties. I think the weird like Souls games can't have an easy mode. Like, I think it's a weird argument. Because if somebody like, and to be clear, if they don't want to add a difficulty, then that's, you know, I think that falls into creative design, you know. If Miyazaki doesn't want to add difficulty because he doesn't want to deal with it, or he wants everyone to have the same experience, I'm on board with that. I think it's fine. But I also think that people that want to turn it into a, you know, weird purity thing where, you know, no, difficulty would tarnish the idea of the game. I think that's just fucking stupid.
To find them all, Hazel heads closer to the river bend where her house must have washed away. The closer we got, the more I remembered those tales about gators as big as houses. But I always thought folks were exaggerating. Hazel had to cross a flooded land to reach a bend in the river, where they passed, and an old friend rose up like sunken secrets. But the terrorizing legend of Two-Toed Tom still cast a chilling shadow over us. While Two-Toed Tom might have stirred up a mess round these parts, the storm sure done far worse.
You can just do a specs command. PC specs should spit out into chat, assuming the bot's working. It should just be just specs.
You chickening out again?
No. You know how the water's starting to smell like pig shit? Well, I'm breathing that.
Oh, that's nasty.
Maybe the bot's not working.
The flooding must have overflowed the hog farm sewage.
There you go. This is from YouTube.
Your house might have got caught on that away, where the river bends down. But you'll have to go over Two-Toed Tom's stomping grounds to get there.
Oh, shit. Ain't there another way around?
But we was gonna have to deal with all manners of
My easy mode is bleed and mimic.
The straightest way to your mama is through there. And try not to get AIDS.
Time to fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
A Bloodborne streamer was losing his shit yesterday, and I'm not here for it. What was he losing his shit over? Nintendo's getting to experience my Bloodborne vibes. Oh, shit. He said Miyazaki sold out. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a sellout. Miyazaki stated himself he wanted to try stuff that's different, and not focus on what they've been doing with every single game for the longest time. But I will say he probably got a fat fucking bag to make it a Switch 2 launch exclusive. Like, probably a couple $100 million bag.
Is that from our house?
Not seen the Bloodborne comparison. I think it's in the setting, you know, it has very, very, like Gothic Victorian type bags going on.
I never thought I'd be so glad to see you.
You're the only thing I have left of my mama. Until I find her. Which I will. What's this? I don't believe this. And this ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today.
See, I don't even agree with
I guess you didn't like being lost.
the lack of difficulty complaints in Wilds, because there are things you can do to make it harder.
You can scooch into small spaces, I can't.
When a game has options, not like raw difficulty options, but, you know, when a game, like, what is this? Press RB to control. Once again, to switch back to Hazel. I run around as little man. Explore burrows. Aim them and throw them. Huh. Oh, he can mind control shit. That's cool. But, you know, like, talking about Elden Ring, for example. Like, there are options that will make the game easier. Things like the Ashen Summons. Things like status effects. You know, like, it's... I think you can very much argue that using stuff like blood, or using bleed effects, is absolutely going to make the game easier than not using bleed effects. You know, it's just more options that you have available as a player that you can either choose to play with or choose to ignore. You know, looking at Monster Hunter, like using the secret recovery, that's a choice. You don't have to use that secret recovery, but it's going to save your ass a ridiculous amount of times. You don't have to use the cat, but the cat will toss out fucking heals, traps, everything else. So in instances like that, I think it's, you know, I've heard the argument like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to limit myself and, you know, not use everything the game offers, but I think it just falls into a case of you control the buttons you press, because if the game is giving you, I guess what we could call gameplay accelerators, things that make the game more approachable and make it easier, and you're using those, you know, I think it kind of, it takes away from the argument of like, oh, this was too easy. Well, are you using all the things that make the game easier? You know, like when I play Elden Ring and I was, you know, my first playthrough, I was going around Blasphemous Blade and Mimic Tear. I was like, dude, this is crazy. I'm doing so much damage. I wasn't like, this is too easy. This game's trash, because I could tell the shit I was using was fucking crazy good. And I think it's important to recognize, like, hey, you're using something that's crazy good. It's not that the game's too easy. It's that you are using all the amplifiers you have accessible to make it easier, to streamline the experience. But a lot of people don't want to, they don't want to do that. They're like, no, I want to use everything available to me, and I still want it to be perfectly hard tuned specifically to me, which I think is just not a good argument. See, now Dogma, I think, is a more unique case, because like in Dogma, if you want it harder, it comes down to a case of like, well, You just have to use a shittier weapon to make it harder. Which, like, yes, technically falls into the same realm of use things that are going to make it harder if you want it harder, but especially like that, I can understand the complaints, because we're talking about a game that's an RPG, that's a power fantasy, where, you know, you're specifically designed to build up your character and find better armor and get stronger and get more skills, and then at a certain point there's just no challenge. So in a case like that, I can understand why people get upset, because the challenge just becomes devoid if you're just, you know, upgrading as you typically would in an RPG. But, you know, one thing would be, if you want it harder, don't bring 4 pawns. Like, that's what I would consider to be like a gameplay modifier. Like, you bring 1 pawn along that's just going to heal you, and then you manage everything else on your own. That's definitely going to bump the difficulty up. Without really being like a huge negative impact on the gameplay experience.
That hurricane really made a mess of things.
I don't know how many chapters it has. Hater.
What are you so excited about? You want to go in there?
I also think it is a little weird that Dogma did an update, but instead it just added an easy mode to the game instead of a more difficult mode. That's a little odd, because you definitely get to a point in Dogma where you're like, I would like more of a challenge. Like, New Game Plus not having scaling was definitely weird. Because you start New Game Plus and you're like, man, I got all of my skills. I'm gonna, you know, I can't wait to use all this shit in combat. And then you're like, oh, this level 5 goblin is still just a level 5 goblin. Crouton. Crouton's control ends, it sets off a strand blast. Yeah, strand blasts are good.
I'm filling up this here bottle.
Yeah, I mean, really, it just needed bitter black. I need a bitter black.
You ain't slick. I see you.
That's a big gator.
Can I get you over there? I think he's enjoying that a bit too much.
Bro, possessing the sniper and just letting him fucking pump damage. Oh. No, I would not consider this a Souls-like.
Two-toed Tom wasn't always a giant alligator. He started out as a pet of old farmer Swoops, who'd starve his own kin so they'd behave. Tom's trouble began when Jolene Swope started earning. Old farmer Swope knew it was a matter of time before she'd run away.
That was Preacher Jolene from way back.
He would starve the gators and feed them to one. This game just got all kinds of fucked up stories going on.
Jolene's church is right over there. Folks will be taking shelter.
It's a bayou like, exactly. The very first bayou like. Yeah, I played Kenna. Kenna's pretty good.
Hazel! Oh, thank God.
Here, let me help you inside. How did you get here?
Bo, pick me up in that flat bottom boat of his.
Hazel, where's your mama?
Not with you, Jolene?
Not since yesterday. Folks didn't want her to leave. Some don't trust no one but her. Wait, Lacey never got home?
Oh, baby.
She was late. And then the storm, and then our house in the river, and I wasn't fast enough to catch the trailer.
Baby, breathe. You can't blame yourself for that. Ain't nobody outrunning flood waters.
I thought maybe you got to her before I could.
I'm so sorry, honey. Something big as a trailer would catch at the river bend down yonder. Lacey had friends who could have helped her. Some you might not know about.
Who?
Not my place to tell you if your mama didn't.
Then I'm just gonna have to keep on looking on my own.
Why don't you stay till we get news? You can't just stroll out, not with two-toed Tom on the loose.
You know something about Tom, don't you?
Tom used to be my daddy's pet. Well, no one ever thinks they're serving Satan, but somehow he gets his business done. Folks are still straggling in.
I gotta find Mama.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking.
God damn it, y'all.
Take good care of them.
Y'all saw one shot of her ass and you're horny again. Jesus Christ.
Just like her mama.
Have to make my way across this village
What am I gonna do with y'all? So this this actually looks like a pretty good spot to wrap. So yeah, I think we'll definitely come back to this. We are, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing Monster Hunter later tonight. Let me see how many walkthrough episodes I got prepped. Let me see. We got walkthrough up through 11 through April 11th. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do more of this on Saturday then. I think we could get through all of this and then get back to walkthrough prep because we got a week worth of episodes that are loaded up. So we'll close out here for now. I'm going to go get ready for dinner. AI limit, that starts also on the 11th. It starts right when Kazan wraps up. So I'm going to close out, get dinner, Monster Hunter later tonight, and then probably more of this. What's today? Today's Thursday? Yeah, so we'll do more of this tomorrow and then probably Saturday. We'll probably just go through this and beat this and then get back to Kazan instead of going back and forth. I think that makes a lot of sense. But I'll wrap up here for now, and I'll catch y'all later tonight.